Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope what John Snell has been showing you on how we won't have Lake Pontchartrain invade the city this time. I hope that makes you feel, gives you a little sense of comfort. However, we begin with showing you that the lake has expanded its boundaries this afternoon. That is what used to be Lakeshore Drive. That is now part of Lake Pontchartrain as you see the water splashing over. And yes, there are still some people that are out there. I know the mayor mentioned that he didn't like that. Now notice the water has reached the bottom of the levee in some spots. And that levee goes 18 to 20 feet. So it is not going to top that levee. And you can see all the people that are out to watch what's going on at West End. That's the levee that protects the homes in the background. Just to give you an idea, we're starting to get a little rain squall that is approaching and leaving some drops on the camera. But the lake is lapping over that seawall now, and it's going to get higher later on this afternoon. It's an angry Lake Pontchartrain, and well, as one would expect. Now, you see a little blue sky. That's how this system is going to be. We're going to have these intermittent, it's not going to rain all the time. You're going to have a heavy squall come by. Hopefully it slackens off, allows the pumps to catch up, and then we'll get another burst of rain. But in between, hopefully the pumps will be able to keep up. We are under a flood watch. We're under a tornado watch. So what you would expect is in effect for a hurricane. And that's what Isaac is now. Boy, it's still hard to find the center of this storm, and that's been the problem the whole time. Little cluster down here. Is that the center? Well, I don't know. Let's switch over to our infrared. We'll keep that up. Maybe. But notice as the south side is brightening up, and this band on the north side, you see the bright reds kind of dim. So that tells me the cloud tops are collapsing. They're not as cold as they were earlier, and that could just be some leftover dry air that it's coming into, and it's not allowing this thing to strengthen anymore. And that's kind of what the Hurricane Center on their advisory indicated, that it's still 75, might get up to 80, but this is not going to be the mega storm. It's not going to be Gustav. And I pointed out it's taken these steps. It's taken these steps as it marches towards the coast, and it's probably not done. We're likely to see another couple of steps taken before it gets here. So the latest step that brings it, it's now back on that northerly step. I wouldn't mind if it didn't take the step, because then it would be on the right side of the cone like that, and that would be the best impact on New Orleans. We wouldn't have the problem here as we would with the track that the Hurricane Center projects that this is going to take. But it's the timing that it's going to take all day for the rest of today, overnight, and during much of Wednesday to get out of the rain shield. And this rain shield is, it's pretty extensive. The red box is a tornado watch that has been put out, and it now includes parts of Mississippi. There's the center. There clearly is the center of the storm down there. And that's what we're going to try and be tracking. It's just so hard to find out where that center is going to actually end up going. If we could get it to go a little bit to the right of the city, that would be better than, say, going like this. Because if we could get on the weaker side, yeah, we're still going to get a lot of weather, but we would find that the weather would be a little less intense. Now, this is our Viper, and I'll finish with just going in a little tighter with Viper here to show you that some of these rain bands, especially down in Lower Plaquemines, reaching the city. We're seeing this little band. That's why I turned the camera at West End, because a little band of rain is coming across, and a stronger band is over here coming across, say, Mississippi Sound, Breton Sound. That'll be moving towards say the Wrigley's and the city in a little while. I don't want to forget the North Shore. Let me widen out, because you had a big band of weather up there. That's probably the strongest band up there. Notice the lightning counter does not have a lot of lightning strikes. And a viewer had asked about that. Why aren't we getting much lightning with this? And it's an essential, or just a basic principle here, that to get lightning, you have to have a tall tower of thunderstorms that builds up in the atmosphere. When you have a hurricane, the spinning nature of the storm, these small thunderstorms are rotating so quickly they don't have a time to build upward. So you maybe get cloud tops of 30,000 feet, where in the summertime we get cloud tops 45 to 50,000 feet that have a lot of lightning. So I hope I answered that one viewer who called about that. So guys, again, the center is going to, it's going to make a difference what side it goes on. Does it go to our east? Does it go to our west? Or does it come right across us? Bottom line, we're going to get a big effect out of this storm regardless. And also, I should point out, we're going to have a tidal surge in the lake of some 5 to 7 feet. I believe we're already about 4 feet. We could have another 4 feet on top of that.